already see a problem with screwing that panel on.
Hey guys, this is Jarrett with our next adventure. Today I am going to talk about a couple of product things that I have personally bought. This is not a sponsored video. This is just stuff that I bought that I'm going to use in our camper. And I'm going to talk about the Shocker Hitch. A lot of you guys have asked me about the Shocker Hitch. So I have pulled this thing and I've put about 2,000 miles or so on this hitch. So I feel like I've got a pretty good handle on it, if you will. And so everybody asked me what I think. So I'm going to be honest with you. I really like it for most situations. So when I pull our camper, I have our travel trailer, you know, you could pull it with a half ton, with a heavy half ton, and I pull it with a 3/4 ton. And so I don't really even technically need a weight distribution hitch. But when I got the family with me and I've got everyone with me, I just appreciate the peace of mind. I think the thing that sold me on it the most is I have these little, so I have a Swagman bike rack for the travel trailer, and I have these bars because Valerie's bike has a down low loop and I have the up tall bar, and I use these Swagman bars to keep them level so it hooks up better. And the last time we went camping coming back from Foley, Alabama, when I unloaded the bikes, I left one of those little bar racks. It laid on the bumper of the travel trailer when I went to put it in storage, and that's about a 30-mile ride. And you know, I crossed some bridges. I mean, I'm on a good road, but I crossed some bridges and stuff, and that bar laid there for 30 miles. I was really shocked. I thought it was gone forever. And I think the big reason it does that is because this hitch with this airbag, when you put your weight distribution hitch on with the Fastways, it gets really rigid and stiff. And so when you hit those expansion joints, you get kind of a, you guys, if you pull a travel trailer, you know what I'm talking about. It's just kind of a jar, where what I've noticed is with this, is when I go over the hitch or go over those expansion joints, it still rides rougher than, you know, our diesel pusher did. But what I find is that you see the trailer bounce, kind of like porpoises a little bit, and that is not such a glaring hard hit, if you will. So I really do like that. Another thing that I've liked about this hitch is that I've got these bolt holes here, or these adjustment holes here, and they're like an inch apart, and that really has let me get my camper dialed in as far as the attitude of the trailer, as far as nose up, nose down. It sits pretty level, and I've like fooled with it quite a bit with such small adjustments that I got it how I like it. So another thing I like about this hitch, and you can get these stems in different rises and drops. I just got the kind of the standard one for mine because I don't have a lift kit or nothing on my truck. But I like this, that I can pull these pins and move this trailer, move my hitch up and down an inch at a time. And that lets me kind of get the attitude of the front of my trailer where I want it. And so, you know, I got this kind of set how I want it, and then I adjust the pitch of my ball head, and everybody can do that, and to get the weight distribution on my equalizing bars the way I want them. Now, that being said, one of the big drawbacks of this is, and this is just for me, because I pull my trailer with a 3/4 ton, a lot of times if I'm just going to storage, I just want to hook onto it and take it home, because I'm not going very far, and I don't have, you know, it's not like I'm doing 70 mile an hour down the interstate with it. I'm going basically 55 mile an hour roads. I don't go very far. This hitch, in order to make this all work, has to have those weight distribution bars on it. A lot of times, I'll be honest guys, when I'm just going to pick up the trailer, bring it home so we can get ready to go on a trip, I don't want to do that. I just want to hook to it, go home. And I don't like that part about it. So I actually have a hideaway, B&W hideaway ball on my truck that I use for that. And like this camping trip that we're on this weekend, again, I'm 30 miles from the house. It's not fast road, so I don't have to worry about the trailer wiggle. I didn't use it this weekend. So I do think, you know, you have to consider that. Now, if I was pulling with a half-ton truck, I would absolutely 100% put the weight distribution bars on, because I just don't think that you could pull this trailer, or at least mine, with a half-ton and be relatively safe. I think my truck's rated like 18,000 pound towing capacity or something like that. It's a lot, and this trailer ain't anywhere near close to that. So you do have that. The $1 million question would be, would I buy another Shocker hitch? Yeah, I like it. The going and not losing my bar off the bumper, I've noticed that. We put that burrow couch in our camper, and when I pulled it with just a regular Fastway rigid stem, every time we got to where we was going, we'd have to kind of shove it back in its place. It would vibrate out or whatever. And so we haven't had to do that since we went to the Shocker Hitch. I just think it makes the trailer ride better. And I think it makes the truck ride a little better. And honestly, like, these things are so expensive as far as these trailers we pull. I don't want to beat it going down the road. That just causes more issues in time with things breaking and stuff. So I like it. I'd buy another one. And I did buy this one. This is not a sponsored video. This hitch is mine. So, but hey guys, Shocker, if you want to send me something else to try out, I like free crap. So send it to me, I'll check it out. Something else I'm getting ready to do, guys, and speaking of these trailers being expensive and you don't want to break, is I've bought a couple of these, and I'll show you these videos where I'm going to put them. But in our Sporttrek especially, we have two places where the water comes in. I got the docking station, which you guys seen me in another video. We'll put a link in the description below, where I had a water leak and I had to fix it. And we didn't catch it until water really got out to the dining room area. And so what I'm going to do with these is, and I've had these for a minute, I've been wanting to put them in. Every time we go camping, we're busy because we do as much as we cram as much as we can in. I'm going to put these in where the water comes in from the docking station, and then I'm gonna put another one in between where my water pump and my bathroom are, which is kind of the same area. These things just run off 9-volt batteries. I'm gonna use command hooks to put them in. What I like about this one, and sold me on this one, and these will be in our Amazon store if you're interested in them, but they have, like, I can command hook the box to wherever, but then it has this little cable where I can put the sensor where I want. That way if we spring a leak, you know, it will go off. It says it makes a loud alarm, and it says something in some sort of other language that I don't really understand, but I think it says something about snoring or something. So guaranteed to wake you up from a snore.
So like if you're in a deep sleep, it's gonna scare the bejesus out of you?
Yeah, it says une alarme sonora. So that means it's gonna wake you up.
Are you sure?
So I promise you guys, these will not go off at 10 a.m. These will only go off at 2 a.m. And then you'll have to go get your screws and your drill while you're asleep and try to figure out what in the world's happening. But no, I do think, and I don't care what kind of camper you got, and Mr. Denton, if you're still watching this, you can put one of these in your fancy American coach, because I know that, you know, maybe those high-dollar coaches don't have those problems, but if you're in anything other than Mr. Denton's American coach, you can put these in, and it's just, they're not expensive. I think they're like 10 bucks or something, and it's just a little peace of mind, keep you from having major water damage, because as you guys know, water in campers is absolutely like the worst thing that you can have happen. So I'll put these in. I'll do a little video where I put mine in and install them, just so you can see kind of how I set mine up. Highly recommend. You don't have to buy these, buy something similar. Take care of your coach. Make sure you're doing something as far as preventative maintenance, if you will. So just wanted to show you guys these. I'm gonna get these in this afternoon. It's Derby day, so we're kind of hanging out pretty close to the camper because we want to watch the Derby. So as I get these put together, I'll show you what I got going on. So this is one of these little watchdog alarm things, and if you're curious if it works or not, this is what it sounds like. It wakes you up from a snore.
Hold your ears. Okay.
So I'm going to show you this, and I just saw this, and I'm not real. It's just something I didn't notice when we bought it, and I'll have to fix it. Hold on. I'm just using command strips to hold all my stuff in place. But so this is where my water pump comes in, and so I've opened this access panel up, and it's probably dark, but I'm not impressed with how that hose is kinked. So I'm gonna fix that this week while the camper's home.
Oh, the blue one?
Mm-hmm. Not sure what that goes to, but
okay,
shouldn't be kinked, so I'll fix that this week. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna command strip this down, probably like right here, and then I'll stick my alarm box over here out of the way. And that's what I like about these, because, you know, we don't use a water pump hardly ever, but that can go right there.
Well, at least it'll be in there far enough that maybe it won't blast our ears.
And then, right, and then this will just lay right here. And then if we get a water leak, you know, in that general vicinity, that thing will go off and we'll know that we have water leak. Because honestly, guys, like, water is like the #1 issue that will kill a camper. So,
well, did you say you're putting one under the refrigerator too?
Yeah, I already put that one in, and I took a picture of where I stuck it.
Oh, okay.
And it's right below where the docking station is for the side of the camper. So if we get another leak, you'll hear about it.
Talking about under there, because we've had a leak down there before.
Right.
All right, is that it?
That is it. So that's a little $18 fix that can save you thousands of dollars. I mean, seriously, guys, it's simple, easy to do. If you're gonna keep your camper for any length of time, highly recommend doing that one.
I already see a problem with screwing that panel on.
Well, it's currently a problem. I'm gonna fix it when I get home, and it shouldn't be a problem. But I put my little water alarms in, as you guys seen me do yesterday, and we've had a leak there before.
I know.
And so I think...
Well, it just went off again, and I didn't want to blast your all's ears out, but it's what, 8 a.m.? And if that goes off at 3 a.m., not only are you going to have an upset wife, you're going to have an upset campground.
Well, so that part...
And then it's down here too.
Right.
Under that panel.
They're alarms. They're not suggestions. They're alarms.
Maybe you should put them on the outside of the panel somehow.
But you can't, because the side's there. But I want it there because that's where all the water goes in. And so if you don't, what that's telling me is there's moisture back there where there shouldn't be moisture.
I understand that.
And
but the panel's the problem, because then you had to scramble to find your drill.
I knew right where my drill was at.
Yeah, that thing was going off for 5 minutes.
I didn't realize I was outside.
And I was like, where is Jarrett? Talking to the neighbor down the street at the lake?
No, I was putting stuff away because we're leaving this morning. So, so what's going to happen is when we get home, y'all seen me pull that apart before. I'm going to pull it apart and I'm going to figure out what's leaking and I'm going to fix it. And then that alarm should never go off in case there's an issue. And I would rather that alarm go off at 3 a.m. in the morning.
No way.
And I would rather that alarm go off at 3 a.m. in the morning and tell me that I've got water where I'm not supposed to have water than replace the floor in the camper.
Well, I understand that, but there's got to be another solution.
There is no other solution.
You should keep your drill handy right there on the back of that dinette and tape it to the wall and put in case of emergency at 3 a.m.
Well, first
Here's
off,
your drill, Jarrett, with a big arrow pointing to it.
First off, it didn't go at 3 a.m.
Here's your sign.
First off, it didn't go off at 3 a.m. and went off at 8 a.m. And two,
same difference.
It's not a big deal. But
Nobody's had enough coffee for that mess.
I'm going to fix it and then it'll probably be solved.
Well, okay, I don't think you told me how you're going to fix it. If you're going to drill that panel back on.
I'm going to, when we get home in the driveway, I'm going to pull that black piece I pulled out and anchor down. And I'm going to put water pressure on it.
I understand. You're going to fix the leak is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know, but it's still, the alarm's going to be down there all screwed in.
And that's fine.
And if it happens again,
then we'll fix it again.
You got a bunch of unhappy campers.
I ain't worried about them. I'd rather have an unhappy camper for 5 minutes than spend thousands of dollars on a new floor in a camper.
I get it. Comment below if y'all want your water detector going off at 3 a.m.
Nobody wants it. It's like a smoke. It's like a smoke alarm. It's like the time
without a drill handy.
Well, remember the thing that was beeping the one night in Alabama and we could not figure out what it was?
Mm-hmm.
And it took me and it turned out that I plugged the camper in while it was still plugged in my truck and I blew the breaker to the inverter or converter or whatever it's called. And I'm like, once I figured it out, it was fine, but I had to figure it out. So it's part of camping, man. And if you're still watching this video, like and subscribe. That means you like us. And for all of you that reach out and ask us questions, we really do appreciate it. And I have a question for you. Your e-bikes, your electric e-bikes, what bag do you guys use to cover your bikes going down the road? Because I have not found one I liked. So if you could tell me which one you're using, I'd appreciate it because I'd like to cover mine up if I can. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you on the next video. Hope everyone's doing well. See you guys.